All right. Well, I'm Lance Lewis, and I'm the pastor of adult ministries here at Dungeness Community Church, and we're talking about some really important ministries here at the church. And so I have Marie Meyers here, and Branette Richards, and you two, along with some others, lead the women's ministry here at DCC.
That's right.
And
That's right.
so, yeah, it's a really thriving, growing ministry here at the church. And so it's awesome. You guys do a great job with that.
It's great to see the involvement of the women.
Yeah,
Yeah, we love
it's
it.
super awesome. I guess the first thing we should probably talk about is when do you guys meet and where?
Well, we have two opportunities. We meet for the working woman Tuesday evenings from 6 p.m. until 8 p.m. And for those who are able to come in the mornings, we have a Thursday morning sessions starting at 9 o'clock going until 11:30.
Yeah, so there's opportunities for people who work during the week, and then opportunities on Thursday for folks that may not work during the day. Yeah, that's great. What is the vision of the women's ministry here at DCC?
I think part of it is, the main part is to be women of the Word. And so we love our Bible studies, and we have a variety of studies, but mainly for the women to be in the Word and growing in their faith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would ditto that. Growing in God, growing in their faith through investigating the Word. Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of experience do you guys have leading women's ministry throughout your lives in the past?
I've been involved somewhat over the years, just not as much like leading the women's ministry, but being involved in the Bible studies and maybe being a small group facilitator.
Yeah.
So I've enjoyed that.
Awesome.
My past experience with Bible studies were some Navigator Bible studies. There's a program called Master Life Discipleship,
Yes.
and that's a 2-year program.
Yes.
It's where you read through the Bible once every year, minimum.
Yeah.
And that really gives you a foresight on how to reach out to others. And then Bible studies here in Sequim with a variety of fabulously taught teachers.
Yeah. And you have a lot of facilitators that, because you guys break into small groups. If I were coming for the first time on a Thursday morning, what would I expect?
We start at 9 o'clock, and so we start with an opening time, and we have announcements and a worship time. And sometimes we have different speakers that will bring a little small lesson. And then we either do the teaching video at that point, and then break up into small groups after, or sometimes we do small groups first and then come back for the video.
Yeah.
Right, but we always start in the chapel so we can have a praise and worship time to start everything out.
Yeah. And you guys are really, great at making people who come that are new feel super welcome. And, I've noticed that about the ministry is that you seem to have a lot of ladies that have a lot of really close relationships with each other. And
Yeah, it's a really warm, loving group, and I
Yeah.
think new women always feel welcomed, and the ones that have been coming for a long time have formed some really close friendships.
yeah.
And so it's really a good atmosphere. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things I like about the small group when we break into those groups is we are in those same small groups all year long for the school year. And through prayer requests and so forth, we get to know one another at a more intimate level, so we can reach out to one another.
Yeah, it really seems to build a lot of community amongst all the people that are there. Yeah.
And we usually have a small group potluck, at least one for each session, sometimes a couple of them, in our homes or in the chapel, and that just gets us even closer in our
Yeah.
friendships. Yeah.
That's super cool. What are some things that you're excited about for the future?
Well, the new studies this coming year, starting in the fall in September, it will start just after Labor Day. we are going to be introducing 2 new video teachers that we've not used before. And so I'm real excited
Huh.
to study Romans and Jesus and Women with Christy
Oh.
McClellan and Courtney Proctor.
Oh, that sounds really interesting.
Yeah, it's neat to have the variety of teachers and different styles of presentation. And sometimes we study a book of the Bible, sometimes it's topical. Like right now, we're studying prayer, and we have 6 different teachers that lead that.
Oh, wow.
So the variety is really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things I wanted to add is we do have a Zoom option for both Tuesday night and
Oh,
Thursday
okay.
mornings. Right now, Thursday mornings, we have participants from Vancouver, BC, and
Oh.
California participating with us. And so that helps expand our outreach
Yeah.
to growing women up in the Word and learning more about our God.
Yeah, so if somebody wanted to join via Zoom, then they could contact the office or whatever and get in touch with one of you guys to help to set that up for them, or
Right, and we always have a registration online through the events page. And when you register, there's always a place to check that if you prefer to participate via Zoom or in person. So we try to accommodate that at the beginning when you register right away.
oh, that's really great the way that you guys have intentionally made it accessible for everybody. You know, whether you work or whether you don't work or whether you can be in person or whether you can't be in person, you can still be involved. That's really a cool thing.
Yeah. The gal from British Columbia, I actually went to college with her.
Oh,
and
yeah?
so it's really fun to see her face on Zoom.
Oh, yeah, I bet so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's super cool. Well, I really appreciate both of you taking the time to be here today and really just know personally the heart that you have for, you know, women's ministry here at the church and discipleship for women. And you do a really great job of creating a welcoming atmosphere so that, you know, everybody feels seen and loved and supported. So I just really appreciate both of you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank
Our
you.
privilege.
Yeah, it is our privilege.
Yeah. Well, thanks for taking the time.